Welcome to the Durance Gaming review for Allods Online, Game of Gods. At the start of our playthrough, we chose the Empire faction, mainly to escape the overdone fantasy-style play in today's RPGs in exchange for a more Final Fantasy VI-ish, Magitech-style steampunk experience. The fact that on this server the Empire is undermanned and players of that faction get an XP buff and skill cost reduction as a result was just an unexpected bonus. The character creation system is just right, offering neither too little nor too much in the way of customization. Allods approaches the stereotypical races of its genre in a fresh new way, adding some of its trademark originality into a player's choice of race. For players looking to escape the confines of a conventional fantasy-style gameplay experience, the Empire offers an industrialized, militant, steampunk faction. To players still up for some good old-fashioned fantasy genre gaming, the League offers a more traditional fantasy setting. At first glance, Allods is just another MMORPG complete with quests, mounts, dungeons, an auction house, bank, mailbox, and other things we don't yet understand. Many new players are fooled by its familiar features and user interface. Unlike most modern MMORPGs like World of Warcraft, a player's character isn't just leveled up to slap gear on before hitting the forums for the best builds. In Allods, a player literally builds and maintains their character, carefully placing stat points and choosing skills to complement the player's style. Balancing a character's stats takes priority over stacking anything, so that 75% crit chance won't help a character with no hit rating or armor and spell penetration. With all of the different ways to make a character available, Allods players don't have a best spec per class. There are many different builds, from plate-wearing melee healers swinging two-handed maces, to caster paladins blasting foes at range while supporting the party. Class customization can be taken even further by unlocking the game's reincarnation feature, where alts can be literally reincarnated from their main, sharing cash shop items, certain gear, all mounts, and even some special abilities. But before we delve any deeper into what awaits players in Allods, let's get to the meat and address the question on every player's mind when they consider taking on a free-to-play MMO. Let's talk about the cash shop and how it affects the casual player. The Allods website says that their game redefines the free-to-play archetype with how they've implemented their cash shop since their official release in 2012, and this is a boast they can back up. Since the launch of their open beta in 2009, Allods has had aggravating pay-for-power problems, common to games of the free-to-play model. With the official release of Allods this year came a finely finished HD quality game with breathtaking scenery, balanced and dynamic class designs, and a refreshingly original storyline. Yet that wasn't all they accomplished. Allods revamped their cash shop to provide a strictly pay-for-convenience model that was not only logical to cash shop users, but also available to any player with a fistful of in-game gold. The basics, such as double XP and reputation scrolls or extra bag and bank space, are easily available for any novice to veteran MMO player. Even the more expensive cash shop items such as character renaming and faction changes can be bought with in-game gold by those willing to save up or farm for it. Gold can be easily converted into cash shop currency at very reasonable prices depending on the current server economy, and likewise, cash shop currency can be sold to the same currency exchange NPC for in-game gold. Our team did the math and spent the money. $60 is the average shelf price for any game on any platform, let alone leaving out the average $15 a month subscription fees for MMOs of this quality. For just $50, any player can be on par with the majority of any average cash shopper at max level. In our experience, most players that hit endgame have cash shopped not even for the convenience, yet just to support the game. Even those looking never to spend a dime can suffer the time and junk email it takes to complete G-Potato surveys and exchange gold for cash shop currency to stay competitive. But enough about money. let's talk about gameplay. Allods Online has broken the mold that games like EverQuest and World of Warcraft have set for MMORPGs. With some of the most dynamic PvP and challenging PvE from start to finish, the game is designed to enjoy, not to rush through in anticipation of endgame. With PvP starting at level 23, Astral Ship content at 35, and Heroics at level 40. By the time a player hits the max level of 51, they can be veterans of the game, playing to master their mains. Yet what truly sets Allods apart from pioneers like World of Warcraft is the Astral. When Guild Wars 2 released in September of 2012, the rebuttal on the lips of every Allods veteran was, "Tell me when they get Astral ships and I'll give it a try." As if the sheer originality of the lore and the storyline weren't enough, Allods offers its players a truly unique experience through Astral ships. Each player can start a quest to build their own ship at level 35 for 1,500 gold. Shipbuilding takes 30 days, but can be cash shopped down to being finished that same day. With an Astral ship at the player's command, up to 6 players can crew the ship to battle both demons and other players in the vastness of astral space. While exploring the Astral, players are rewarded with ship part upgrades for their vessel and uncharted Allods to plunder that are like random personalized dungeons, getting progressively harder and more rewarding as the player explores deeper into the Astral. At the onset of our Durance Gaming review playthrough, we entered the world of Allods with 6 team members. One team member dropped out early at around level 10, claiming the game was too much like WoW. The second team member dropped out at level 36 from general MMO fatigue and just participated in Astral Demon hunting. The remaining 4 members progressed from level 1 in about 1 month. We actually leveled a bit faster than the zones could keep up. Our only regret is not taking more time to level and read the earlier quests for storyline, as the game lore becomes much more apparent after level 40. Our experience with the Allods gamer community was an overall good one, and our Durance Gaming guild started with a handful of good players befriended along the leveling journey, and blew up into a surprisingly large and successful leveling and endgame guild. By the time we compiled this review, our guild on the Yule server had over 15 core members, over 40 permanent recruits, and 6 Astral ships with the Outlaw Star and the USS Tragedy as our flagships. Astral ships are upgradable, customizable, and just plain awesome. While combat is the real use for a ship, exploration and trade are also important roles. Player crews can transport cargo to neutral trade outposts for gold, while deeper in the unexplored Astral, player crews attack and pirate ships of both the enemy faction and their own. All in all, the game is a work of art. This isn't just one to play during some other MMO's server maintenance. Allods Online is fun, stable, and thoroughly original. Not only would we strongly recommend this game, but 2 out of our 6 team members have stayed past the review project deadline to maintain permanent accounts. Durance Gaming gives Allods a 5 out of 5 and 2 thumbs up. If you're looking for a new MMO, you may have just found it.